Welcome back everyone, and thanks for tuning in again. As you can see from the intro, the bike is all built up and ready to ride. I currently have it set up in a single speed setup using a bottom bracket mounted chain tensioner, so that way I can take it over to the wheel mill. We're going to run some BMX gates. We're going to have some fun at the indoor park with as little parts as possible getting in the way. Now, before we do that, I do want to make mention of the tire clearance on the rear of this bike. Right now, as you'll see, it's set up with a Maxxis 26 by 2.3 tire, and there is plenty of room around it. That's for a couple reasons. One, so you can run whatever tire you choose. There's enough room, and the chainstay length is set with the 142 by 12 rear end. The other is for mud clearance. So you can run a big chunky knobby tire, and there's plenty of room if you got to ride through the slop, because it's not up to you what the weather conditions are in race day. And not every sanction out there calls the race because it's wet. Some days you run what you brung, doesn't matter the conditions, you just get down to it and it's time to race. Okay, enough of me talking. Let's get over to the wheel mill, let's have some fun. Stay tuned.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Okay, we had a good day playing around at the wheel mill, hitting some gates. I think it's obvious to say the weakest link on the hot rod frame doing gate starts is the rider. It happens. Okay, so now that we did some riding at the indoor park, I'm going to get the bike and I'm going to go do one of my sprint workouts. What I'm going to change up though is I'm going to take off the single speed setup. I'm going to put on an old SRAM X9 1x9 system I had laying around. We're going to set it up more how somebody that was using it for four-cross racing probably would have it. Put a couple gears on there. That way you can set it up and choose your gear ratio depending on the course, or do some shifts throughout the race. So I'm going to get that put on. We're going to get up the road. Going to do some standing start sprints. We're going to do some roll and higher speed sprints. And let's see how the bike feels there. I'm out here doing my sprint workout, testing out the Dowd frame. I'm out here with
Taryn. Xander.
What's your name, buddy?
Austin.
Austin and
Aiden.
Aiden.
And by the way, I have a YouTube channel.
What kind of bikes you guys got? What do you got on there?
I don't know what the bike is. But
Looks like we got a Mongoose. What do you got there? You got a Huffy? What do you got? You got a Huffy there? And we got the dirt bike. Just proves no matter what you do, bikes are fun. Just stay to the left, so I'm gonna pass on the right. All right, go for it.
Hey, the sprint is over.
So we've had the bike to the wheel mill, did some gate starts, rode the indoor park. I'll have to get a measurement on it, but it does feel like the head angle is about a degree slacker than my usual slope and dirt jumpers that I ride indoor. We put some gears on it. We did some sprints up the street with some of the neighborhood kids. We felt how changing the ratios feel, and I think the only thing left to do is put some knobby tires on this, get it in the woods, and see how this does as just a general hooligan bike, and go have some fun. Okay, we got the DTH tires taken off. I got a cut down Maxxis Minion on the front, and I've got the classic Larson TT fast rolling tire on the back with some good ramp knobs. I'm also going to be testing out the Vice hydraulic mechanical brake on the front. I got the TRP High Road mechanical hydraulic brake on the back. That's for a video coming up soon. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the woods. Okay, we've done some gate starts, we hit some jumps, we did some sprints, and some trail riding. Now, the one thing I didn't get to do because of the now social distancing protocols is take it to an actual race event. Everything's been canceled, so no dual slalom, no BMX races are going on. So I really can't give a finished review of this frame because I need to put it in the scenario it was designed for, and that's racing. What I can tell you is with the geometry of the frame, because it is set up for race with a little bit longer rear end than, say, a park style dirt jumper, it is built for speed. The faster you go on this bike, the more stable it is. At the indoor park, felt great on the gates and felt good on the pump track. Whenever you slow it down and you're just trying to play around doing some of the park bike riding style, it feels like it's the frame slows it down a little bit, and that's because the little bit longer rear end and the head angle, even though I measured it at 68, kind of feels like it's a little slacker. I'm gonna have to measure my other bike again once it's put back together and see how steep that head angle is. So the faster you push the bike, the more stable it feels, which is due to its design for racing.
Fast. It's so fast.
But the bike, because it is built for racing, feels extremely stable. I can throw it around. I can do little whips with it as much as I can do. You know where the front end is, you know where the rear end is, and that can pay off huge in a race scenario when you're pushing the limit. So we're not going to call this review over. You're going to see the hot rod frame again. I really want to get it on the racetrack, so we'll actually make this what was going to be a two-part. It's now going to be a part 3, or maybe just a quick update later. But for right now, if you like this frame, if you've liked what I've said, pick yourself up one. Email Dialed Bikes. I believe they're having a sale right now that is almost too good to be true if this is the kind of frame you're looking for. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again in the future on the hot rod frame. Until then, hope to go riding with you. We'll see you out there.
So